So here with the great Sidney Moncrief, El Cid, Sir Sid. Sidney, what are your thoughts all these years later that your autograph and your trading cards are still in demand by collectors all over the country?
Kind of crazy. I don't think about it much.
Yeah, talk about how trading cards have evolved since your playing days.
Okay, that's good. Well, I think it's become, as you know, such a large business. I remember when I first started in the NBA, you would have people coming to games or waiting for buses. They would only have cards for the top players on the team.
Right.
And I know now when I travel with the Dallas Mavericks or the Golden State Warriors as a coach, now guys that are rookies, they have all these college cards of these guys for them to sign, and then they have cards for them being rookies to sign. You would think they had already made the All-Star team. So I think it's evolved into such a large business because of the exposure that the players certainly get, deservingly so, and the younger players now coming out of college, and the rookies are actually seem to have more of a hold on this market as the veterans. That's to me the most amazing thing about the card signing business from the perspective of people wanting cards signed after and before ball games.
Talk about your autograph. How would you characterize your autograph in terms of the way it looks and the way you write it and the pride you take in it?
I don't take any pride in it because I sign it so much, just in general. I remember, because I've owned a number of businesses, and I used to sign so many checks. And over the years, it's so funny because I look at my autograph 20 years ago. I might have someone that shows me something I signed for them 25 years ago. I look at my signature. I'm like, okay, you can see Sidney, and then you can see Mon, and you couldn't see Creef. Now over the years, you can see an S and an M, and everything else disappears in between. So the evolution is the deterioration of my handwriting skills. And it's not about being in a hurry as much as it is about having the concentration to finish signing my name and knowing all the alphabets that are available to use in my name.
Now, when you play, you're obviously one of the top defensive players in the NBA, and why was that such an emphasis for you? Why was playing defense? Because that's a part of the game that often gets lost. Why was that such an important part of your game?
I grew up in college playing for Coach Eddie Sutton in Arkansas, and if we had a 3.5-hour practice, at least 3 hours was dedicated to defense, at least 2.5 hours dedicated to defense. And so I was taught the defensive principles of team defense and man-to-man defense for 4 years. And then when I was drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks, Don Nelson and John Killalay, they were both very high on defense, and we had to really put a lot of effort and time and concentration in playing defense. So it's something that from practice and training, I just evolved into being a pretty good defensive player.
And then just, were you or are you now, do you collect anything?
I don't. I'm not a collector. I don't. It's always interesting to get maybe cards. People still send me cards to sign. And that's always intriguing that people still would want a signature after so many years. But I'm not a collector of cards or collector of anything in general.
Okay. What are your hobbies? What would you say your hobbies are when you're not working?
I love traveling. I love going to the movies, a good place to eat dinner. I love going out to parks and just walking, relaxing, enjoying nature. That's what I like to do. I like skiing. I'm a skier. I would like to say I play golf. I wouldn't say I'm a golfer. I ski better than I play golf. But I do like outdoor activities. Still like to work out a little bit. But my main, I guess, hobby would be traveling. Would be my primary hobby.
Very nice. And then finally, how does it make you feel to know that some collectors are going to open our packs of cards and get you your card and be thrilled with what they have?
I guess as you get older, you gain a greater appreciation for maybe someone thinking that you were a good player. I think when I was young, I didn't really give it a lot of consideration, and a lot of thought. As you get older and people know you less, I guess the more you appreciate people that feel that your performance on the basketball court has some value and that they certainly enjoyed the way you played. And so that's a good feeling, always a good feeling.
Sidney, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
All right.